Alright, we're back with Bad Ideas Guy 2. We have 3 goals for this: retaking False Korea, retaking Better Pyongyang, and fulfilling the Ideas Guy achievement of making 500 ducats per month. The ducat thing is coming along very smoothly, and I suspect we'll be able to kick this into high gear this session. And we have managed to secure False Korea. We have chased out these beings that call themselves Koreans right into the cold and thankless north, and glorious Korean land has all been secured for us. Even mighty Jeju, even though even better Jeju is superior in every way. Let's compare that. So even better Jeju has 198 development. Regular old fake Jeju, just 3. So we've been dominating the Japanese. We will continue to dominate the Japanese, and as soon as we can, culturally enrich the folk. Even the Ainu, might as well do it for the whole island, and even the Kurils. Ugh. It'll all get done, much as like what we did to Italy. Italy is becoming true Korean, and those few that remain are currently being enriched as we speak. The same for the Spanish. It's just we got to use the one strength we have, and that is purging everybody to the greatest Korean ways. Fortunately, Catholicism is all over the place, so that gives us a nice thing. So we only just came out of the war with Korea. It wasn't overly tricky, but I didn't want to push far into the north and put them under total occupation. So it hurt us a bit on a number of things, mostly the overextension that we took for taking all this land, but it was a needed sacrifice. We can core these things pretty quick, relatively speaking, because they are Korean culture. It's only going to take a couple of years instead of the usual 48 months that everything takes for us to core. So in this time, we're going to need to consolidate our forces, because there are going to be rebel pop-ups probably more or less everywhere. That's how I see it going down. So to that effect, I'm going to want to have these guys highly mobile and able to blast away any rebels that pop up. Japan itself is bound to rise up with more. What else is going to be going on during this time? Well, it's going to be 2 years of me knuckling down on this overextension, and then I'm going to need to consolidate a few of my holdings across the globe, and then have our ritualistic beatdown on Spain, and perhaps secure some other vitally important lands for glorious Korea. So without further ado, I don't think there are other things we have to care about. Everything that we're coring, or can core, is being cored. I can't chug any more admin points out of you. I can, however, start focusing on admin, because admin is what I need these days. I'm behind in admin tech, and for once I really want the extra states. I'm going to want to state up all of this stuff, because it's great land, absolutely great land. How are you going to allow France to hold on to Piedmont, Jake? The simple answer is we will not. I'm making a bunch of boats, I forget what for. In fact, I've got all these boats. What are they doing? Doesn't look like they're doing a whole lot of trade. Oh, that's right, I was getting them all over here, and then I was going to have them sent over here to do trading. Probably getting that money out of Bengal, because damn, it has a lot of money, and forcing it over to Ceylon, where we make better use of it. The same could, would, and should be said for Malacca, because thanks to this one island that we got ages ago, and are currently making it Korean despite it having turned Sunni, it gives us all the range we need to do trading over there. So that is also excellent. Colonial Assembly. Okay. Well, at the very least we got Tokachi done. That was a lot of development. Lots of colonial assemblies. That's weird. Hopefully nobody fancies revolting on me, even though even better Jeju is on the case. So straight away we have a revolt. I'm going to need to catch these guys on the double. In fact, do you think that even more superior Yi is fast enough to make it happen? He's usually pretty good, so let's get on that. I don't mind jumping into unfavorable terrain for it. So yeah, we need to get these cores done, and done right, and fast. Jake, could you make the Pope Korean? No, you can only do that to personal union subjects. Okay, right. We're just going to have to put those ones to the side. These overextension events will trigger constantly for some time. I'm just going to have them sit there in the corner, like the bad boys that they are. That's a funny joke, because bad boy is internally what infamy was called. Right, I'm just going to keep you guys there. You can react to any revolts that pop up. There are still you guys, however. I don't have a lot of boats to nip people around with, but that's okay. As long as we don't get some truly terrible overextension events, we'll be good. They don't tend to cause revolts in and themselves. They do more like this, just increasing unrest in areas. And that's an acceptable loss. Right, you just go straight there, we'll get you on the boat. And then you'll be FOB in Okinawa. Actually this is kind of nice. Gaining stability at our trying times sounds awesome. Especially if it gives me 10% better discipline. Oh, I'm gonna ravage people with that. I wonder if there's anything else that's worth my time to reduce unrest. I'm unlikely to get there in time, even with Superior Yi at the helm. Conquering Japan while eating overextension events. I'm getting flashbacks to Ryukyu, Jake. Aye, there is that. Okay, it's probably better for you guys to go there. Well, let me just go there and land on them, because I won't be able to make a direct attack on Okinawa anyway. These were revolts we were going to have to eat anyway, but it's alright to have the army stationed for it. And now the army is really damn good. Well, acceptably good. Like I said, I just have to eat these revolts for a while. Nothing I can't handle. Well, incidentally, I can't handle them whatsoever if people aren't actually on my boats. Ming are claiming my lands, which is a bit unsettling for me, but Ming wouldn't stand a chance if they fought me. Not a ghost of a chance. So something I'm doing along this time is also religiously enriching my lands. We're pretty good at converting, and I want to get these accursed Japanese converted. We're even Defender of the Faith to squeeze out the extra missionaries currently. Huh, we're not actually looking at that many revolts right now. Although I'm a little concerned that... Okay, nobody should ever live in concern of the Spaniards. I don't think you guys need to be there. So how about you make a nice little hop over to Murcia using those boats that are of course good for auto-transportation. But there was somebody else, right? The Jaffna's over in Varni. I don't like the sound of that, and I have nobody down there to deal with the area. But I'm going to need more of an army anyway. I can certainly afford it, so... 7, 8 of you, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of you. And a couple of dragoons couldn't hurt. And then we'll have you deal with Varni. So despite all this, I really like great leader Yuenang Yi. He may be a sinner, but he makes our boats super good, so we're going to keep him around. Hopefully he gives us some admin. He does, you say? Well, looks like overextension will not be hitting us too hard. So my truces tell me I won't be conquering any more of Korea, but I don't intend to. I won't be conquering more of Ainu. I don't intend to. Hosokawa is going to have to wait till 99, so that's 10 years on you. 10 years of consolidating my position elsewhere. 2 of those years are getting eaten up by overextension, but that'll be dealt with very soon. I'm kind of hoping the Koreans revolt on me soon, because then, well, the false Koreans, that is. Oh yeah, you need to take this first, don't you? Then I won't have to worry about revolts here, period. I mean, sure, they are religiously misguided, but they're Korean. And misguided Koreans are not so likely to give us a hard time. Musashi is down. So how good is my conversion strength? It's pretty good, courtesy of Bonifacio Edoni. Could it be any better? No, certainly not. And, ooh. Yeah, institutions are expensive, but I like that extra strength. We gotta get this stuff done and fast while the going is good. It's probably going to take a couple of decades, but that's okay because it's 30 years until you can culturally enrich land. Anyway, courtesy of separatism. Now, Ming is going to keep asking me to be his tributary state, and I'm going to keep saying no because I don't like him. So I'm just going to say I'm hostile to you and leave it at that. You're allied with a fairly successful Timurid Empire, whereas I'm allied with a fairly joke-worthy Brandenburg. Looking back on it, probably should have stuck with Bohemia instead of Brandenburg. And the option is still there to switch my loyalties, but Bohemia is on the front line with the Ottoman, which means I'd be called into rather unsavory wars. So I think I'll just give that one an overall pass, thanks. Gonna have you guys hang out with these fellows. I'm also gonna take what I had here, stick you over on Vani, where I'm told I'm about to get Jaffna separatists. And that should take care of those, unless they pop on the next tick of the month. They shouldn't, but never underestimate you just in cases. Getting pretty lucky with the lack of overextension events, that's rather nice. Like I said, we just need to kind of buckle down on this one for a wee while. I'm also going to take these boats that I just made and tell them to go and protect trade. And I really think it's going to be over in Bengal, because if I suckle that money out into Ceylon, that's some really good money. And if I also make a bunch to take Malacca away, that's even better. Yeah, I can be satisfied with that. I'd be more satisfied if I had an even better naval force limit. But thankfully, you fine folks picked maritime ideas for me. So when we get the Grand Navy unlocked, we're going to have a stupendously large navy. But, you know, in preparation for that, why don't we get even more lights on the go, because I want those lights. So the Jaffnas still think they want to rise up. I think they're mistaken. So please everybody get there and stop them from rising up. What about this? The Andrans over in a bunch of other places. That's problematic. It's alright though, we're getting there. We're almost halfway through with coring false Korea. I don't know, what's the best way to refer to this Korea? Right, the Spaniards want to rise up in La Mancha and Almeria. That's these two, right? So we'll have you split up accordingly to suppress those guys. Lesser Korea, that's a pretty good way to put it. Thanks for that. But I have all my armies ready to crush anything that wants to pop up. Yas has popped up, that's awesome. I really wanted to do a Yas campaign when Cradle of Civilization came out, but the opportunity just didn't seem to present itself. Higo and Hyuga, nobody knows or cares about these provinces because they sound like lesser Korean names. Getting myself closer to Grand Navy seems like a stupendously good idea. Unless there's cultural enrichment to be done. But no, no provinces need it, so that's okay. So to that effect, yes. Global ship repair increases, sailor maintenance goes down. These maritime ideas are probably too strong. I should really look at a way to nerf them. Consider that next time. Ah, all is well. That is not well. Our republic looks fragile. Does it, bollocks? We're looking pretty damn strong here, I must say. Surprised the Koreans haven't risen up yet. There's no Japanese that want to rise up currently, as best I can tell. Treasure fleet. Spanish Brazil exists again? Sounds like a Spanish Brazil that I'm going to prevent existing. Let's have a look at BR land. Well, in the ritualistic beatdown of Spain, these lands are going to be forfeit. But hold on, they need 5 provinces to make a Spanish Brazil. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh. How silly of me. Supreme La Plata has this province and they just can't do anything about it. They can't even core it. Come to think of it, how can you even get to that land? I'd have to take this off of Peru. Well, that's fine. Like I said, the ritualistic beatdown is not far away. We'll deal with them in due time. Is the green half of Japan a vassal or still independent? This is still independent. I'll be taking care of Hosokawa in due time. Don't you worry about that. And that due time is about 9 years from now, because we have a pretty stonking... Hello! Right, can't have these guys have any freedom of movement because they are, they're gonna delay these cores something nasty. Can I even get you guys in time? I don't think so. I don't think so, but damn, even when they roll a 9, we beat those rebels into submission. Alright, that's just gonna fall, but that's okay. Enough of my cores are ongoing. It's a strain on the budget getting all these reinforcements in for my army, but we'll be okay. Also, I really don't want to eat any... Why am I not next in line for this? There we go. Oh, I wanted to get stability with that. Oh well. Right, we kind of expected that, but I have forts, at least for one of those guys. That means I need my army over here, but that's good because I've just dealt with all of this. And that should be the last of the major revolts that I have to deal with over here. So, you guys, I'll let you get 1 month of reinforcement tick. You got some kind of problem getting on my boat? Yeah, because it's in the wrong place. You got your tick, now away you go. Even more superior ye. We'll have you guys down. So how about that Bengal trade? Am I sufficiently taking it away? Not as much as I could be. I need to secure me some of this coastline if I really want to make the most of it, but I do like taking that money over here. It's possible that there are better things that my fleet could be doing. For example, if they were here, they would be getting this money over to... hang on, where's that going? Oh, I don't like money going to the English Channel when it could be going to Sevilla. But when it goes to Sevilla, Spain takes a big old cut out of it. I'm trying to think of better places to send my fleet. Yeah, privateer in Constantinople's always a good laugh, but I'll pass on that for now. My diplomats are kind of lazy. France still love me, but they could always love me more. But thankfully I don't need to make claims anymore. I can just wage war and that becomes everybody else's problem. In terms of revolts though, I mean we're almost done with those cores. This is why conquering land of your own culture is so damn good. I suppose I can leave these guys behind to hold the peace. Maybe erect a bigger army so that I don't have to move that death stack back over to Hosokawa. Because I've stripped them of all but one of their forts. I'll take Mino next time I'm around. Which is excellent. Right, so they're both going for forts, which is excellent. That means when my army arrives by sea, after the atrocious times that they eat up. Hell, you can just arrive straight there. That'd be good. Wrong fleet. That was the very wrong fleet. There you guys are. Jake, how did AI Norway defeat overpowered Sweden? Sweden isn't overpowered. What are you on about? Some people just don't understand a thing. Global settler chance increase? I think not. Just give me the tax, please. Don't insult me. Or don't insult me any more than you already have, game. This will be good. If I take these two, then both these provinces should be retaken by the forts. Excellent. So there we go, just like that. Pretty much all of Lesser Korea is being cored or already cored. I'm going to erect 2 forts in the north, just to keep my holdings here completely safe. They're both mountainous provinces, they're the highest forts I can afford, and that just keeps all of Lesser Korea safe. The existing forts will be pretty good for reducing the devastation that there is here for now. Although the development here is not the best, is it? Well, other than Hangzhou, it's not awful, but some of it's pretty bad. That's okay though, it serves as a testament to how much better, even better Pyongyang is. Or at least will be when we get it back. So you guys did good, you can go away, there's no longer overextension troubles for me. Which means, of course, we need to jump right back into warfare, and how fortuitous for me, I have my Death Stack army right here. Right here. Hello, Gujarat. I see you still have no friends. Well, it's been a while, and I really want that land off of you, so I'll be taking it, thanks. This is a decent stack to split up and make sieges with. This is a decent stack for going ham with. Unfortunately, it's pretty beaten down. Can you get decent reinforcements around here? To shreds, you say? Remember, Jake, Japan have 2 gold provinces that you don't have. Gold isn't all that amazing right now. Still good, but not amazing. And they only have 1 that I don't have. I took Iwami, as I rightfully should. I'm liking the fact these guys don't want to go against me, but it's probably that development that I've done for them. Okay, you guys are pretty beaten up here, aren't you? It's alright, we just keep going. I think I'll focus on the Shintos right now, because they're the ones that I need to culturally enrich in due time. Also, they all recently revolted, so it's good to milk that. In fact, why am I even waiting around? I don't think Gujarat can put up much of a fight. Let's just lay the smack down on them. So you guys go and slaughter whatever... Oh, right, they have a fort in Goa that's going to stop me from doing a whole lot. Sneaky beggars. Well, fair enough. So what'll I have? 10 I'll be able to take care of you, and you'll be able to take care of Goa. And even my my regular navy is good enough to take care of whatever they throw at me. Is what I thought, but they actually have 8 heavies. So it's time for even more Superior Yi to stroll his way down here. And maybe for you guys to make your way home whilst at war. Or just get absolutely mashed by his navy. No, his navy isn't there for us to worry about. Good. That army, though, not even worth considering. Tokachi got converted, which is excellent news. I'm going to really need that one to be full on Christian Japan for me. Silly Shintos, they don't stand a chance. Coal, on the other hand, Jay, we'll get there. It ain't Age of Enlightenment just yet. I know it's not the Age of Enlightenment, but you know what I'm trying to say. Enlightenment is what matters here. Lucca now has what? Well, they're not so lucky this time around. Or maybe they are, you know. Under my divine leadership, they've been developed into the sun, which is good news for them. I need to think a little bit about universities, right? So universities should be built if they're ever going to make me more money than it costs in terms of institution embracement. So when I look over at technology here, and I look at enlightenment, I look at these costs, and I go, okay, Milan, Ungi, Lucca, Venezia. Milan, Ungi, Venezia, Lucca. Milan, Ungi, Venezia, Lucca. Milan, Ungi, Venezia, Lucca. Also anywhere I plan on developing, and I don't really have any of those currently, do I? Well, no, actually, you're already fine, aren't you? How about you? Yeah, you're only going to be developed once, so it's no big deal. Aww, Yun Yi forces us to have a premature election. Well, I want a bureaucrat anyway, I think. I don't know, diplomats tend to be pretty good on their personalities, but no, we'll just keep you around for as long as possible and then default to the bureaucrat. It's like that song from Futurama, you really want to be a bureaucrat. Jake, I haven't done a world conquest before. Do you think it's possible to culturally convert the whole world? Yeah, I do. I don't think it would be easy, but it would certainly be possible. Very expensive in the game. So there's his army. He's probably going to go for one of my forts, and I'm just going to wipe him out. Also, I need to find where his navy is. Because wherever it's... okay, it must be hiding up here. In that case, you guys no longer need to be cowering away whilst at war. Just get back to work. I'll have his navy down. So with Goa down, I'm going to have you guys progress, and you guys slaughter his army. It's a shame to pull away this 10 stack of cannons before the siege is done, but I'll just do it. Get you guys together and have him really regret going to Mysore. His Sore what? Okay, well, jungle is fine in the end. They're all gonna die. Shadow is... oh, I missed that, but he's pretty good at sieging. But we're all pretty good at eradicating Indians. So there we go, there's our celebration for Dharma to come. So Ilhan, he's a member of Han, is he? Has now come to power. I'm not going to make him a general until I know more about him, but he is a bit young for... he's a bit old for re-electing. Not a fan of having old people hanging around here. Well, what's even the point? Just get back together and you guys head on north. Ooh, well, he's pretty awful. I want him dead, and I want him dead fast. That is good for one thing, right? Richard Doab is down. And he runs away. I am looking forward to annihilating that navy of his. Akiyunlu had a great run, but they're finally gone. As I can tell, ruler personality only gets affected by having 6 in a stat, Jake. I'm pretty sure it also gets affected by not having below a certain number in a stat max. But hey,